A young boy, Dinesh, was very eager to know what his destiny had in store for him. He would go and visit many astrologers, palmists, and jodhis of the land. They would all reveal to him a different destiny. Some would draw it as very optimistic, and others would paint it as very bleak. Finally, the young Dinesh decided to put the issue at rest, spend some money, and consult the most famous diviner, jodhi of the land. He went up to that jodhi and asked him to look into his destiny and reveal it. That jodhi took 2 pieces of chalk, one black and one white. With each of them, he drew a circle on the floor. He then went into the next room, picked up a tortoise and brought it in his hands and said, "Young man, it's time for you to pray. This tortoise will decide. I will leave it on the ground. If it walks into the black circle, your destiny is terrible and awful. And if it enters the white circle, it is bright and positive." That boy watched with abated breath as the tortoise was placed on the floor. It slowly stuck its head out and began crawling towards the 2 circles. Then the most dreaded awful thing happened. It turned towards the black circle and was inching forward towards it by the second. "No," said Dinesh, "this cannot be." He went and picked up the tortoise. "What are you doing?" said the diviner. Dinesh boldly placed the tortoise in the white circle. The diviner said, "How dare you interfere with my predictions?" Dinesh said, "What do you expect me to do? Wait and watch while this tortoise destroys my future in front of my very eyes?" He then understood that his destiny was in his own hands, like the tortoise he had lifted. This question, to what extent is our life decided by destiny, and to what extent is it decided by our purusharth or self-effort, is a widely debated one, even in philosophical circles. Many people, they swear by destiny. Ayuhu karmacha vittancha vidyanidhanamevacha panchaitanapi srijjante garbhastasyaiva dehinah. They say 5 things are determined upon birth itself. Ayu, our life; karma, our actions; vidya, our education; dhan, our wealth; and nidhan, the moment and nature of our death. So they say, whatever is written in your destiny will come to pass. There is nothing you can do about it. However, ask these people who swear by destiny, "Sir, can you please tell me what is bhagya or destiny?" "I don't know, it's something that the astrologer or the numerologist tells us." Well, not really. Purva janma kritam karma tadaiva miti kathyate. The karmas we did in our past life, they are what created our destiny in this life. So, if we could do karmas out of our free will in our past life, It means that in this life too, we possess the freedom of choice to act in accordance with our free will. There are 3 kinds of karmas that we need to understand. The first is Sanchit Karma. It is the stockpile, the accumulated karmas of our endless past lifetimes. We are responsible for them and will have to bear their consequences. Now, every time God sends us down, He takes a portion of those karmas and gives them to us. This part of your Sanchit you will have to bear in the coming life. That becomes fixed as our destiny. But at the same time, at every moment, we have the freedom to do karmas by our free will. They are called Kriyaman Karma. Karmanam sanchitadinam jivo dhinas tathapihi. The prarabdha and sanchit are fixed. Swatantraha kriyamane vai krito bhagavata vida. But in doing your purusharth, you have the freedom. So what you get in life is a combination of purusharth and your destiny. If the destiny happens to be poor, you don't stop there. You put in more effort and transform that poor destiny into a bright one. So the message then is, at every moment we have the freedom to act. This is how Lord Krishna closes his teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. He tells Arjun, Iti te jnanamakhyatam guhyad guhyataram maya vimrishyai tadasheshena yathechasi tatha kuru. What does this verse mean? Let me read out its meaning and understand its purport from my recently published commentary, Bhagavad Gita, the Song of God. 63rd verse of the 18th chapter. Thus I have explained to you this knowledge that is more secret than all secrets. Ponder over it deeply and then do as you wish. Let's see what he's trying to say here. The commentary. This free will to choose between available alternatives has been given to the soul by God. The freedom of choice is not infinite. One cannot decide, I choose to be the most intelligent person in the world. Our choices are limited by our past and present karmas. However, we do possess a certain amount of free will. We are not machines in the hands of God. Sometimes people question that if God had not given us free will, then we would not have done any evil. But then we would not have done any good either. The opportunity to do good always comes with the danger of doing evil. More importantly, God wants us to love Him. And love is only possible where there is a choice. A machine cannot love because it does not have freedom of choice. God created us with free will and provided us with choices so that we may choose Him and thereby exercise our love for Him. Here, Sri Krishna is calling Arjun's attention to his free will and asking him to choose.